today we're going to be covering something that I really want to cover for a long time, or actually just really wanted for a very long time. And it is a rechargeable grip cover for the Quest 2 controllers. So this is something that I have actually wanted for a long time. I have actually used grip covers for a while to add more heaviness to my controllers and just more length to it. But this actually, I believe, does both, and it allows you to charge the controllers as well. So I really want to look into something like this, and I'm so happy that AUBIKA has actually sent me this. So thank you all for sending me this. I really appreciate it. And let's get into this review. All right, so let's open this. Do I need a knife for this? Yeah, I think I do. Bam, just like that. Now on the box itself, it actually does have the specs for it. I don't know if you all can see that from all the way back here, but this is the specs for it, and this is what it looks like on the box. Right there. All right, now let's get this out. Oh, wait. The one on the bottom. Forgot about that. Bam. It says upgrade your VR experience. And that's exactly what I'm about to do. All right, now let's get into it. Comes with a user manual. And it comes with a USB-C to USB-C charging cable, and it's honestly looks like a really legit charging cable, really thick. It's kind of stretchy. No, it's not stretchy, but it's really thick, and it just looks like it's high quality charging cable. And these are the controller grips right here. So I'm kind of intrigued to see how this is going to work. These feel solid. They're a bit skinnier than the ones I usually have. I usually use the Kiwi ones. Here are the Kiwi ones, for example. These are a bit, just a little bit thicker. Just a little bit thicker. But they're around the same length. Because these are the black ones. Just a funny joke. Just a funny joke, guys. And these are rechargeable batteries right here. So in this little case, I just have to open them up. Alright. This is the other one. Now let's get into it. Oh, okay, and now I see where you're going to charge it in. So right here, there is actually a small little USB-C port right at the bottom that you're going to plug in your USB-C into. So that is very interesting. That's going to be cool. All right, so now the first thing I'm going to do is actually open this. If I can figure out how to open it. How do I open this? Oh yeah, from over here, I believe. Okay, yeah, opened it. I'm going to put in these rechargeable batteries. So this is what the batteries look like. Oh, and they also say left and right. So left, right, left, right here. Look actually pretty cool. All right, let me take out I have some Energizer batteries in here right now. I'm going to take these out. Alright. Put those out. Let me put these in here. So which controller is the left and right one? I honestly forgot. So other way. So this is the left controller right here. See how these batteries are going to be put in. So this is the plus sign and this is the minus sign. So they're a bit different. Oh, going just like that. And if you notice, I already have my controller covers off, like the battery case cover. I already knew you're probably not going to be able to use those, so I just took those off in advance. And I already had the other case I had, you kind of had to take them off for it to fit in anyway. All right, and they actually go in pretty easy. Like, yeah, they fit pretty easy. All right, now let's put these on. So this is the right, this is the left. Put the left side on first. Bam. Okay. make sure to push it in all the way. Honestly, I didn't really need to use the instruction manuals at all. I guess maybe it's because I already had controller grip covers before, so I kind of expected how this would work, but honestly, I didn't need to use the manual so far, at least. Okay, well, something important with these grip covers, you're going to want to make sure that it's not covering the button like it is here. So if you all can see, it's kind of covering this grip button right here. So you gotta maneuver in a way where it stops doing that, so you can freely actually press it. You don't want to get stuck on there mid gameplay. That's going to be very annoying, trust me. Okay. So maybe this is something that they could improve on, I would say, with this, is making it so the circle around it is wider. So, because right now it's like, it's stuck. I can't, this button is pressed in because it's covering it. So maybe they can just work on that a bit. But I'll try to maneuver it as best as I can.
So later on in the video, I was actually able to fix this. But I would still say they should make the opening bigger so you have a wider margin of error.
Now you just secure it in. By the way, it does feel very nice. It feels very comfy. I like the material. Come on, just go over. Just go over. You got this. Okay. Secure. And it's nice and secure now. Feels great. And you can tighten it if you want with this, or you can loosen it. But it feels great. It's not as thick. Not as heavy, I would say. It's not really heavy at all. That's surprising because it can charge it. So that's cool. But this is the only thing so far that's kind of annoying. Is just covering the grip button. The trigger button's okay. But this, not so much. Let's try the other one. Maybe the other one will be a bit better. This is going to be on for sure once I get it. Okay, yeah. So this is not going anywhere at all. This is like stuck to it. All right, and this is how you connect this. You just simply push it in like this.
So honestly, with this, you don't just simply do anything. This took me so long to try and fix. At one part, I did kind of give up, and you're going to see that at the end of this fast forward. But at the end, I do prevail, and I'm able to actually fix this. So I think this was actually a defective product. It wasn't so defective as you couldn't fix it, but this is not supposed to happen. You're not supposed to have to do that. But at the end of the day, I was able to actually fix it to how it's properly supposed to be, so it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, it's just not snapping in, to be honest. I don't know why. So, oh, and it broke. So looks like I got a defective product, to be very honest. Yeah, which sucks, because overall, the build quality is pretty good. And this part's not having the same problem as this part. So they both have their issues. But overall, it looked like it was going to be a pretty decent product. I couldn't wait to try and use this. But yeah, so this broke unfortunately, but what we can still do is actually test out the charging. So what I'm going to do is unwrap this. I don't know how I'm going to be able to see if it's actually charging. That is the question. And also, this is how the charging wire is. It's actually 3 USB-C ports, because you plug this one in, and then it of course comes with 2 other ones. So this is amazing. You don't need to get 2 different USB-C and plugs it into 2 different power banks or anything like that. So this is great. I love this. So I'm going to plug this one in right here, and this one in right here. And then I am going to get this right here, my USB little block, and plug it in. Okay. Oh, okay, so it actually lights up and it tells you that it's charging. That's dope. That's dope right here. That's actually really cool. It's if you guys can see, it's glowing red. It's glowing red right here. And it's actually just like blinking red to show you that it's charging. So that's actually really cool. But so far, the only problems I have is that there's a defect with this. It just completely broke off. And on this one, the hole is like not big enough. It's covering it. So that's only the other thing. It's not too bad now. It seems to be good. So it's not that bad. You just have to maneuver it like I was saying before. Maneuver it a bit more. But I do wish that the hole was still bigger so you didn't have to do all that maneuvering. If that makes sense. Okay guys, never mind. I actually did fix it. It wasn't really hard at all. After I turned off the camera, I realized that I could just put it back on. Like, for some reason, when it came off, it was easier to fix it than when it was on, if that makes sense. But yeah, it's back on and it's charging. So overall, my review for this, I haven't used it yet. I haven't used the battery on it yet. I'm gonna see how long it's actually going to last. But so far, I like it. I like it a lot. I maneuvered everything a bit more, so now it's not blocking it and you can press it freely. So that is good. It feels comfortable. It doesn't really give any added weight, but it does make it longer. So if you have bigger hands, this also may help. Like me, I like my controller with bigger hands. So this does help a bit. And I do like that you can see that it's charging. I think that's dope. I like that a lot. So I'm really happy about that. And overall, I'm happy about this. At first, it was kind of weird figuring it out. I thought it was going to be simple, but a few things happened. Sometimes it happens when you're testing out something for the first time. So yeah, this is an honest review, and this is honestly what happened when I first tried this out. I'm going to try out the battery. I'm going to put that also in this video to see how long the battery, once it's finished charge, actually lasts, and actually how long it takes to charge. But they should have that in the instructions as well. So I'm going to let you know what they actually say in the instructions, how long it may take to charge. Once it's fully charged, it will stop blinking red. So right now, as you can see, it is still blinking red right here. But once it's fully charged, it will just be solid red. So that's good to know. And it will take around 6 hours, it says, to fully charge your controller. Dang, that's a long time. So you can't really just like put it to charge really fast. That's actually a pretty long time, I'm not gonna lie. So it says it will take 6 hours to fully charge your controller. Now I'm not gonna lie, that takes a very long time. You can't just like play a game, put it down, and then take it back up. Like if it's dead, it's dead. You're not playing basically for like half of the day. So that's crazy. So this battery actually lasts 28 hours. So now that I read that part and I see that it lasts for 28 hours, it looks like you're going to be able to use this for a very, very long time. I don't think you're going to have a problem with the battery unless you forget to charge it, which you shouldn't. Well, hopefully you shouldn't, but sometimes things happen. So this battery does last a pretty long time. But I'm going to put this to the test, and I'm going to update you guys when I actually put it to the test to see if it lives up what it actually says.
So the way I tested this out was playing a handful of intensive games. I played each game for about an hour. I made sure each game that I was playing used a lot of hand movements, so it can drain out the battery as much as possible. The first game that I played was Bone Lab. When playing Bone Lab, I just played like how I would normally play because it's a test based off of how you would normally play any game on the Quest 2. So of course, I did some fighting, traversal, and driving. Next, I played some Wands Alliance. If you haven't got this game yet, then you should definitely check it out. It's like a wizard shooter, and it's kind of different to explain. You definitely just have to play it for yourself. Anyway, I picked this game because you use both hands. You have 2 wands in this game, and you can shoot spells out of them. And it's a PvP multiplayer game, so you know it gets pretty intense. And the last game that I played was of course Blade and Sorcery Nomad. I basically just went in arena mode and just started chopping people up. Now, in case you all forgot, I played each of these games for 1 hour each. And on top of that, I also just let the controller sit there without charging overnight. The outcome for all of that was that the battery percentage was at 80% the next day. So honestly, for a rechargeable controller battery, I think that's pretty good.
So I'm back again with the rechargeable grip covers from AUBIKA, and like I was saying before, since I've been using these for about 2 days now, honestly, they work really good. I went for 1 day without charging it because I forgot to put on the charger. I picked it up and it was like 80%. So the battery doesn't lose pretty fast. You can definitely travel with these on the charge. I played with these for a couple hours and the battery like barely failed. And these were intense games. The little battery in here, it's fire. It works amazingly. So I think that's great. And again, I love how they show the charging signal on these. I think that was also a great outcome. Earlier before I was complaining about this, but once I just moved it a little bit and just got it to the perfect place, it works perfectly. Everything on here, it feels nice. There's really nothing wrong. These are perfect controllers and they're rechargeable. So honestly, these are great controllers. I would say anyone should get them. Once you just really figure out how to put them on and just put them on correctly, everything just fits on and they work just amazingly and they feel nice and they look nice and they're good for people with bigger hands as well. So that's also great. So all in all, I really do like these controllers. They did amazingly. This is an honest review, so I tested it out and made sure they were good. I made sure that they worked good, and so far they do. I would recommend you traveling with them if you're going on a short trip or so. You can definitely travel with them without charging it. And if you want to, you can just bring the charger. On the box it says it does take around 6 hours to charge if it's completely dead, but if it's not completely dead, you shouldn't have to wait that long. So these are great controllers, and because you guys did amazingly. Thank you for sending these over. I really appreciate it. But yeah, this is the end of the review. I just want to say, guys, thanks for watching, and I hope this video is going to help you all out.